Everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Doo Sue. Today's Sunday, making the most of the weekend, trying to get some extra crafting in. I'm conscious that my recording schedule is going to be changing slightly because I've swapped my Monday day off of working to a Friday now. So what I was kind of doing on a Monday, I'm going to be swapping that over or moving it. So I had a little schedule set out where I was doing the Peacock Journal to be filmed and shown on a Monday. On Tuesday I was showing the hashtag 2021 TCTC challenge of Dee Farago. Then on Wednesday I was uploading the altered book. Thursday is the CW Planner 52-week Marguerite Miller challenge. And then Friday was when we were doing the Edith Holden challenge. That was going to be that, or any other bits and bobs like that, sort of happy mail purchases, that type of thing. And Saturday was anything really to do with making ephemera. Now, Peacock Journal's done and dusted. That's finished. That's one space I have, because obviously I can't overload myself because I work 4 days a week, so it does get very challenging for me. I mean, I'm amazed by some of the other ladies and gents in the crafting community who managed to do colossal amount. I just can't seem to craft at that rate, so I'm just going to stick to how I feel comfortable. So the hashtag 2021 TCT challenge, I'm pretty sure is now finished, because I've had a look on Dee Farago's channel, and she's now moved on to the Christmas challenge that she did last year. She started that again. I think she's on about episode 3. So that's I'm trying to remember what it was called. Don't Stress Before Christmas, something like that it's called. I don't think I want to start that challenge yet. I may start it from the beginning later on this year. I know we're in August. It's really scary because time's going so quickly and I just don't feel I can keep up. And I wanted to do a Christmas style piece. I don't know whether it would be a journal as such or what, but I don't know whether I want to start that yet or not, because I don't have an awful lot of Christmas stuff really, so it would mean me having to buy a lot of stuff. And I have a budget every month that I set myself, so once I kind of have exhausted that amount, I try not to spend any more that month until I get paid, and then I've got a obviously new budget again. It's not a colossal amount, so I'm trying to sort of stick to buying only things I really need, or I mean, there's lots of things I want, but like with everybody, I'm sure we're all the same. But things that I think will benefit what I'm doing, you know, more or less. So I think Christmas, I don't feel in the Christmas mood at the moment, to be quite honest. So I don't know what to fill the Peacock Journal slot with. I don't know what to fill the 2021 TCTC challenge with. We've obviously got the altered book. Maybe I'll increase the altered book and do 2 episodes a week, because it is going to be a big project. So that's probably one thing that I will fill one slot with. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll do 2 altered books a week, starting from this week, hopefully, going forward. Carrying on with the Marguerite Miller 52-week collage challenge, hashtag CW Planner series. I've joined in with the Woodland Wander Flower Fairy kind of challenge. We don't have to do it with Flower Fairy theme. It's up to you. But it's on Tania at Tatty Treasures, Tatty Treasure and Friends Facebook page. That's the August challenge. So I kind of joined in with that. So we could make that 1 episode a week at the moment and carry that on. But I'm also using up junk. So I'm doing my own ephemera series and using up junk. So so that will keep me busy. And I have got a pile of bases now, base pieces to decorate and do. Yeah, so I think that covers everything. So I just wanted to kind of explain that quickly, really, just for those that are wondering where I am. I don't want you to think I've disappeared. So today we're going to do another episode of the Woodland Wander series, hashtag Tatty Treasure, with the Flower Fairy theme. I thought I would join in with that theme. So I've picked, what I'm going to do is 4 tags today, just the 4, and I've picked 4 lovely images from the Flower Fairy book, which for those who haven't maybe seen it is the Cicely Mary Barker, and I have the small one, the Flower Fairies Treasury. I have 2 of these actually. This one I have pulled to pieces, so I've picked out 4 images from here that I like a lot. Well, I like most of them, to be honest. There's really 1 or 2 that I'm not too keen on, but apart from that I like them all. So I've picked these out, I've rounded the corners, and I've just, instead of fussy cutting around them, I've cut them out as like a little panel. So I have the horse chestnut fairy, I have the blackberry fairy, I have the crabapple fairy, and I have the acorn fairy. These to me are all relevant for this time of year, so that's what I like and I love them. And see all of this when I go round the back of our estate with Paddy. So you know, I just really like them. Sadly they're double-sided, so you know, you've got nice images on the back, but they're not what I wanted to use at the moment. I certainly wouldn't use I might cut him out, but not the Deadly Nightshade, so I'm not too keen on that. It's poisonous. And that's that one, but I like these. So I've rounded the corners, I've cut them out as panels. I've also cut out their corresponding little verse, because I like to think that these verses don't get lost. So we've got the Song of the Blackberry Fairy, the Song of the Horse Chestnut Fairy, the Song of the Acorn Fairy, and the Song of the Crabapple Fairy. So what I'm going to do is use these on the back of the tags if I can. So I have to be conscious that some of these are a bit wide, so I think these need to be cut down anyway. So we could start with that. Then I've got some card, which is 220 GSM, to back them with. So I'll get my little guillotine and we'll see how much we can cut these down and still keep the verse. If we can't, we can't, but I would like to try if I can, you know. I think it adds a nice extra bit of interest. Well, that's because I like the word, the written word. I don't like to think it's gone, you know. So that would be quite, to say that the Crabapple Fairy is this one, so we'd have to have a tag that would be quite wide-ish. I think that would be okay. Hopefully that might be the widest one. This one's narrower down here, so we'll just, all I'm doing is trimming down as close to the edge of the typing as I can. Try and be as quick as possible. So that's that one. Okay, and then this one. Chestnut one is a bit wider, I think. Just at the very beginning of those in, I'll try to really cut that down to the bone. That one. Yeah, you can still read it. Okay. I mean, actually, I suppose these could be journal cards rather than tags, and that way if they look a bit too wide for a tag, then I'll turn them into journal cards. So we've got that choice. Right, so that's those done. Okay, that's all gone in the bin. I've had to move the bin to this side of me now because I'm worried that that's where my I had it this side, because I have things this end of the desk here. It extends quite a bit away from the camera. I'm worried that, and I had the bin just underneath, I'm really worried that's where my small block, stamping block, has disappeared into the bin. So I'm going to round the corner, so just get my corner rounded down shelf. Let's see if we can. Should be okay because it's quite decent thickness of paper. So that's one. Okay, hope everyone's okay, doing all right. As I say, it's Sunday today, very quiet. Just been pottering about really, haven't done a lot apart from the usual household chores that I have to remember now that I'm working tomorrow, and not get up and think, oh, I've got the day off. Okay, right, let's put those bits in the bin. Right, okay, now let's see. So Acorn Fairy is here, so if we had a tag, it'd have to be that, at least that wide, because I want that on the back. So okay, I've already marked that one there and about here. Still don't want them too big. So let's have a look at the chestnut one. Horse chestnut we could have. Just going to mark this again. I'm not going to measure them all the same because they're all slightly different. So, and then we've got the blackberry here. Could have that one up that end a bit. Okay, and then down here we may just about get another one on if we're lucky. Okay, let me cut this backing page down. I'll just get this back again. And I think I'll have them about that long, so whether they're, yeah, we can always cut them down later on. So let's see now, that would be perfect there for that one, right? So let's see, what width is that one? I know I said I wasn't going to measure them, but 3 1/4. So I've marked that one would be 3 1/2. Okay, I think we'll stick to that because they're not going to be identical. And I just measure the length so I get them all the same length. So this one is 5 1/4 inches. So let's just measure that with my ruler. Off there. So these would make nice little cards. So that one was for Flower Fairy. Okay. see this one. Okay, so I want a bit showing on the either side of it. So let's see, 3.5, that needs to be that one. Just mark that. And again, so we need another piece of card because we won't have enough for the other one. So I just pause you while I get that card. I found a piece that was in my bundle of bits of leftover card that I keep for backing. So I've measured that one and that is perfect for that one. And as it happened, it was exactly 5.5 inches and it looks even. So that's those. Right. Okay, so just get my card down. So let's think now. I think these would be nice tags, nice size tags. Okay, so we're going to make the tops into tags. Now, that one, I think that one's quite nice. Where's that? That's a nice size actually. So we're going to use this one. So this is just an old card. My other scissors are downstairs with a tray ready for fussy cutting later on. Yeah, so that's a nice size tag, I think. Right, so that's that one. Okay, do them all the same. Yeah, so it's just an old, this is actually an old English heritage card, out of date. So all you do is just cut various corners on it. Oh, I don't think I've ever made such chunky tags. It makes a change actually to make a chunky tag. Quite interesting to see how these turn out. And this one, it's the same. Which one was it? This one. So easy doing it this way. I'm so glad I picked this tip up when I first started crafting, because you know, I could never get them even. So that's that. Right, okay, put that away, back up there and get rid of these. Okay, so let's put them out. This one's a bit too wide actually, I think, in my opinion. So I know I've just trimmed, I know I've just made the tag top, but I think, sorry, I'm going to take a bit off the edge. I don't know why I'm saying sorry. I could do, won't make too much difference. So I just thought that was a bit too excessively chunky. It's about the same amount, like so. Now that, for me, that looks much better, and that's still wide enough. Let's have a look at this one now. That again I think is a bit chunky widthways, just my personal taste, I guess. That's okay. If you sort of cut the same off each side, the tag shape still is fine. Fine. That's perfect. That one, and yeah, that's okay. That one's fine too. Right, okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I want to stencil them. Are you surprised? So I'm just getting my stencil. It's at the back of me. My glue, my sepia. Goodness me. Actually, I'm just wondering whether to... I don't think I've got... I was just looking to see what other colours... that's nice. That's weathered wood. What other oxides have I got? I'm just thinking, have I got a green one? I've got wild honey. That would be nice. Wild honey. Got rustic wilderness, but I think that might, that one, but I think that might be a bit dark. What we'll do is we'll get the book page over and we'll just have a practice. So get both brushes out. I haven't even opened this one. Have a look and see which one we like the best. I'm going to use one of my favourite ones. I'm just going to do this lightly because I think it's quite dark. I just want to see. Oh, that's nice. Let's see. I'll do it on a side that's not actually got any ink on it at all. Do the top. Right, so that's that one. That's nice, isn't it? That's rustic wilderness. And then this one, I just love the sound of this one, wild honey. So we'll get another clean page and we'll turn it over. Don't know how this is going to look, so I've not used this one. I did open it, but I haven't actually used it. Oh, that's kind of come out very unusual colour. Well, let's do 2 and 2, shall we? Let's just give that brush a good old... I'm just wondering if it's picked up any of the brown. Right, so let's do 2 and 2. So... okay, right, which ones? So we'll do wild honey for that greeny one, and this one, and then we'll do the other 2 in the rustic wilderness. Okay, here goes. So right, this is where I get covered in ink. Well, that's really pretty. I like that. I'm just going to do that up that way, down the bottom. Oh, I do like it. And I'm going to do it on the back as well. So we'll just, well, it doesn't matter whether it's the back or the front, but we'll do this side kind of central if we can. I do like that, so I'm going to leave that side like that and that side like that. Not sure I like that, so we'll do that again. Right, it's 1 and And then the other one. So we'll do the post like this, I think. Oh, that's very nice. It's got almost a greeny kind of honey colour. And that's not because it's got green mixed in with it from the other, because I'm using a different brush. So that's that one. Put the brush back. And we'll do the Rustic Wilderness, and we'll use a different stencil. So just get another one. So kind of have my favourites. I expect you do too. And of course, I really like the Tim Holtz Flourish, which you've seen me use before a few times. So I'm going to use that on this. So let's move that up like that. And away we go. Okay, so we'll cover the whole of this one in this. It makes a nice background. Just very lightly. There. Isn't that lovely? Oh, I'm in love with it. So this back piece, we'll say the back, we'll just do a panel kind of around the edges, I think. Like so. So we're going to stick that picture on. So that's that one. And the last one, well, I'm very pleased with these colours. Because you never know until you try them at home what they're actually going to turn out like, do you? You know? Very nice indeed. So again with this one, just gonna go around the edges. Like that. Okay. Put that brush back. Oh, inky hands. Let's put the stencil back. I try and keep them in their packets if I can. I think it prolongs their life. So I've got one of his other, I think I've got the lace, Tim Holtz lace on my family crafting list. Right. Okay, so we're going to now distress round them in Vintage Photo. I'm not going too mad, just a light edging. Like that. That's the back of that one. And Right, okay, that's all that done. Okay, so first of all we will choose the back and we will put these down. So they can still be collaged on. They can still be journaled on. You know, you can write over the top of that. Oh, keep thinking the bin's that side. Forgetting. Yeah, probably have to order a new block, I think, a small one, because that's probably the one I use the most, I'd say, or did use the most. If I put it down there like that. Okay. Okay, we'll leave that there. We'll do the backs first. Okay. Coming to the end of the canal. Okay. So, now, this is the back, isn't it? Oops, it's not wanting to play today. Probably doesn't like the fact that I keep running it down. I have actually got used to using it, I have to say, but I just don't like the smell. But that, you know, I did say I wouldn't ever get another one, but never say never. Who knows? One may decide to... Oh, get another bottle. Now I've got it all over my clothes. It's a good job I don't craft in good things. I expect you're all the same. Where I remember the book vandal once when I was watching one of her videos, and she'd got it. I had some glue on her jeans, and she was saying that all of her jeans seem to have something on them from crafting, you know. So yeah. Right, okay, right, so now those are the backs. Hopefully they won't stick to the mat if I turn them over. Make sure I've got the right fairy on the right card now. Okay, so just checking. Right, that's it. Right, okay, so what I want to do is a bit of collage behind these. So I've got some doily here, tea stained I think it is. So there's a nice line down the centre of it, so I'm going to very carefully tear that. I'm actually going to quarter it, I think. Like so. These pieces might be too big. We may quarter them again. So I kind of wanted, let's see. Okay, maybe a bit tear down there. Tear this one because I like the colour of the edges of it. Don't know that we need those. Okay, so we've got those, and I've got some. I've got some of this, which I know is Tania at Tatty Treasures, and I'm sure she sent it in a, I may have, I've bought a few of her packs that she makes up, and I'm pretty sure that it's out of one of those, or it might have been in some extra Happy Mail bits that she sent me a long time ago. So we'll take the top off of here. So, oh, I'm forever going to drop it all down on that floor, I know, and then have to tidy it all up again. So you may only need a piece of that. Okay, so I want to use some of that, and I thought maybe some of this lovely, very nice paper. So how well does this tear? It's a bit waxy. We'll just tear it into bits, I think. Let's see if we can shape it. Right. Okay. So let's start with the first one. Okay. So I'm going to get the ink. Just ink the sides in case I don't know which bit I want showing. Now, that might be quite nice. Might be quite nice having it peeking there. And then piece of that there. Yeah, so these are some of her dictionary pages that she actually stamped on. I really like the look of them. So I think I like that. Just subtle. Okay. I might grunge up this a bit because to me it's a little bit wishy-washy. That's better. Okay. Right, so let's get that down. Actually, I don't know what's happened to my glue stick. I reckon it's fallen down. Goodness me. I've got a shelf up here and now I still can't find things. Must be me, mustn't it? I'm the common denominator. Now it's disappeared. Okay. Alrighty. So, I kind of want it like that. Then I've got this lovely green Hessian. Well, gosh, having craft-a-lunch now. So I wondered about having a piece of that down there and having it kind of like this. Because I do like that. I do like that. Right. Okay, we're going to do that. So what do we need? We just pick up the glue that fell down. So just going to pause you while I get a glue stick. Sorry. Okay, sorry. I'm sure you think I'm a bit haphazard. And you'd be right. So I kind of want that, I think, showing there, and lay this down here. So that's kind of how I want it to look, like this. So okay, I'm going to put this piece down first. Well, these have gone really peculiar, these glue sticks. I'd always cut those edge bits off. So then we'll put this down. These are very fragile, especially once you've dyed them, I find. So I kind of want that there, I think. Oh, it's gone all lumpy. Gosh. Just give that a press down. We'll need the beacon 3-in-1, I think, to put this down. I don't want to put too much underneath it, so I'm just going to daub some around it. Maybe see if that works. If it looks too shiny, then we will have to think again. And then I'm going to use the art glitter glue to put this on. So it's a glue fest today. Okay, and kind of want it to one side. Let's see whether that's going to stick to that Hessian there. Just trim that like that. Did I actually ink round this one? So that's the first one. Okay, and that's the back. Right, just put that there. Second one coming up. So I'm gonna have another piece of this. Have to be very careful with this too, because it starts fraying in a very bad way. See, those have come off, those bits. You can sometimes push it back in. It's woven. It's like a weft, you know. What do they call it? Under and over, sort of. Okay, so that's that, and then take a piece of this. Okay, so we'll do the same again. That's going to go down here, kind of. Can't see, you can't really see that. I may have to. Let's cut another piece. That's gone really peculiar, so we won't cut such a wide piece, so we'll put it that way up. So we want it there, like that, and that there, like that. I think Daddy's gone out, so I think you know who's going to start in a minute. Wheelbarrowing, his favourite thing to do, the whining. Sounds like a squeaky wheelbarrow. So let's get that up there. Move that down a bit. this. So I just realised, I think there's a, I don't know if it's my imagination, whether there's a shiny side and a not so shiny side. So it doesn't ink very well. So we'll put that kind of in there like that. Okay, right. So take that off. Okay, so we want this. About that. Yeah, that side that I'm gluing this time is shinier. I think I glued the other side on the other piece, but let's try the. Oh, see, another piece has come off. I wonder whether to just try a bit of this. Whether it's going to be strong enough though to actually keep it down. It's quite fragile, this. And wants to unravel the slightest thing. Right. Crabapple lady. This pretty fairy. Sorry. I don't like your berries though. Because they're highly poisonous. So well, we'll see whether that sticks with just art glitter. So that's number 2. Okay. Now this one, we'll put this to one side down here, and rather than use the green, I think we'll use our little friend, the webbing. Quite nice. It's a bit of a lighter touch, so put that here. And grungy up our, only just a little bit, not too much. I'm just doing all sides because you know, until you put it down, you're not really 100% sure how it's going to look. So I have that there like that, and this peeking out. And then we've got some music paper. I think we'll go for a bit of straw for this, for these two. And get those inked up. Because I like the colour, that straw colour I think fits in with the wild honey stenciling. Must keep putting my lid on, I keep leaving the ink lid off, so I think we can probably get away with a bit less. I'm not sure, we'll see. Right, so I have that kind of here. And a tiny bit of music paper, I think, for this one. So oh, I'm not very good at tearing, am I? No, I think that was the right way up. Oh, we have it kind of like that. Okay, right. Put this down. So move this off of here. I do like that side of that paper though. It's got a bit more interest, so fascinating, these music sheets, these old ones, because this particular page has got handwritten kind of notes on it. So I want that kind of over to that side and make sure it's straight. And hope that that sticks down here. Just going to put a bit more glue in there. So that's that one. Okay, and this one. So again, I'm going to have that there, kind of like that, I think. And a bit of doily. So delicate, it's hard to actually ink round these bits of doily. The straw. And like that, I think. this bit. Never want to stand up my glue sticks. Very gluey indeed my hands are now, and I don't like it. Lovely blackberries. Got some lovely blackberry bushes around the back. There's a sloe tree that you can pick sloe off of when they come, and there was even a lovely pear tree, and it's wild, and we actually tried one of the pears off it last year and it was lovely. Just having my tea. I just realised I've forgotten all about my tea, and it's cold. I'm forever making tea. I'm bringing it up here and I just totally forget about it, or black coffee, whichever time of day it is. I'm a coffee in the morning girl and a tea in the afternoon person. I'm just going to pin this glue. Easier said than done. Oh, right. Put that on. Yeah, the glue stickers made things very sticky. Right. Okay, so far that's what we've got. I'm just going to ink round quickly again. Now that I've decorated them, and I will have to stick these, put these down, maybe with a clip, so that needs a bit of sticking down. Okay. Yeah, they do need, I don't want to put one of those big clips on though, so I'd rather weight them down. I think they'll be okay. As I say, once the art glitter goes tacky, it's easier, you know, it does seem to adhere. Okay, right. So I want to put a hole in them at the top. And let's just put a lid on this. Okay, find my middle. So the tops are 2 inches and 2/8, so 1 1/8. So I just need to just make a little mark there. And then what has happened to this? So I'm just looking for my mark, so I'm going to put a hole in there. So let's quickly measure them all. I just sometimes I eyeball it, but you know, if you get it off center, it can actually ruin your whole piece, I think. Okay, right. Do you know, I really don't like the feel of this mat anymore because it's all stuck with, ugh, not sticky as such, but it just feels rough now and not very nice. Okay, so I have got this box of, well, they're not brads, are they? Oh, excuse me, I've got an itchy nose. So I thought this colour would be very nice for them, I think. That colour would go with most of them. I certainly would go with those. Just have a look at the greens. So we have the only greens I've got, they're a bit, for me, they're a bit limey green. Well, actually, they're quite pretty. So yeah, we'll use those. Okay. Oh, this is the bit I just don't like doing. I really don't like it. So, okay, well that didn't, wonder if I've got it on the right. How do you know which is the right one to have it on? I do not know. The instructions were appalling, so that one's okay. So we'll leave it on that setting. Okay. Oh, it hurts my thumb to press down. In here still hurts. I'm not going to the doctor though. Well, we can't go to the doctor anymore. Our surgery stopped offering appointments at all now, completely. Okay, so that's those. So we've got some of this very pale lemon seam binding. So I thought we'd have that in the top. And I've also got out some of this pretty lace. So I quite like to have some lace on here somewhere. Whether it be there. I mean, I know the back looks quite plain, but it is just for journaling on, really. So I don't want to put it down there. So I was just wondering whether to put it here, down the side. Say starting from the top there. I think that would be very pretty. So make it, I think these are all the same, so we'll cut 4 pieces. Okay, we will have to cut those off. Okay, so I want some Fabri-Tac. No, it's not Fabri-Tac. Check the right or wrong side. So I think that's definitely the right. I just want them on the edge. I don't want them too far over. I don't know how that would impede on the actual pocket or whatever they go into. So kind of like that. That's what I like. Look at that. Right. Okay. Oh, I've got a great big balloon on the side. My fault for leaving it uncapped So I'm just going to put a tiny bit down here, not press too hard. Okay, so let's give that a bit more down there. And we'll cut those off in a minute. Oof. Okay. Right. I have to keep checking which side is which. Okay. Oh, dear me. Right. Okay. Just put the lid on for a sec. I find some of the lace is difficult. It's difficult to tell which is the wrong side. Oh, see, look at my hands. Oh, mucky. It's starting to bend a little bit. As soon as you start putting any large amounts of glue on, or I think I'm just going to go down the edge with the art glitter on these, because this is very light. I mean, I may have been able to use that to stick the lace on. I never know, really. Just to stick that down like that. I'm going to do the same down here. Good job it dries clear, isn't it? So look at this one. only because I didn't want to go mad with the beacon. Okay, and this one here. So okay, let's just pin this for a second. Okay, so we want some pieces of this. Nothing too bulky really. Let's see if that is long enough. Oh, sticky fingers. I don't want it too long because you end up having to cut it down anyway, and then you kind of end up with bits that you know you can only use in clusters. So that's, for me, that's enough. Okay, so about there. Oops, that's not gone through. Oh, these are fiddly. Does anyone else find this bit fiddly? I do. Especially with the eyelash trim. Oh, end up with it stuck all over you. I do love it. Just ordered some more from Julie at Camellia Craft Designs. Best source of eyelash trim on Etsy as far as I'm concerned. And straw paper, she sells that too. Yeah, I'm just waiting for my latest order from Julie to come. The post is so slow here. I suppose it's affected like everything else, isn't it? You know, postman's around, but it's not specifically him. It's, you know, has to come from Julie's post office, I guess, to a central place where it gets sorted, I assume. And then the postman. I don't know if the postman actually do the sorting. Okay, so right now, do we think we need anything else? I'd quite like a little word on them. This is where I can't stop. So we had some words that we used in the last challenge. So we've got some here, words on this sheet, and we've got some green ones here, quite nice. Also got some from the Cockney Crafter that was on one of her sheets of ephemera here. Let's have a look. Maybe we'll choose a couple of yellowy coloured ones, and a couple of green ones, I think, because these I don't think, I mean, fairy and magic, yes, but then there wouldn't be another two really. So we will use some of those and some of these. So let's have a look. I have to use my big scissors because, as I say, my other ones are down. So we use the green, I think, on these. So let's put laugh on one. We should all laugh. Probably laughing at me making these. That would not surprise me in the least. And let's see, what about wish is a nice one. Wish, make a wish. Let's wish. And then on these we've got names, but they haven't got the names. So we've got a smile is nice, and happy. So should we have smile and happy? That'd be nice. Just to finish them off. Oh, I hope, just looking at the time, hopefully this video, because I've had to pause you a couple of times, so I'm not sure how long I've been. Right, let's cut these out over here. And they're sort of designed with a jaggedy edge, so I'll try and keep to that. This one, like they've been torn. It's nice. These are from Adamo Prints. It's their Fairy Ephemera pack. I've only bought that. I haven't bought, I don't know if they do a journal. I assume they must do a kit for a journal, but I like the pages. I don't know. I don't think I noticed them when I was looking. I just found them by accident because I was looking on their site, on their Etsy shop for Bohemian, because I noticed they had Bohemian. It came up in search, and sometimes I just search on Etsy for a digital kit in a particular theme, you know, if I can't find what I want on the shops I normally look at. Okay, so we're going to ink round those quickly, if my inky fingers will allow me to do this. Ink peeling off them. One. Okay, right. Why am I whispering? I don't know. So I think I have them there. Those two can go there like that. And let's see, where should we have these? Maybe we'll have those at the top, like that. That's very nice, I think. Right, let's get them on, and then we're done. Because I'm right-handed, I tend to pick up all the scrappy bits with my left, which is why I had the bin down to the left of me. It was more convenient. This one. Now I'm finding it awkward. I suppose I'll get used to it. That's two. Three. And 4. pin the glue on the, I want to say pin the glue on the donkey. Pin the glue. Silly Susan, for goodness sake. And there we have our 4 Woodland Wanders Flower Fairy themed tags, all made with a little verse that matches the fairy on the back for journaling. And we have the Acorn Fairy song and the song of the Crabapple Fairy, and yeah, I really like them. I hope you do too. So thanks for joining me today. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye bye.